Everyone expected a routine drill. No one expected a miracle to walk out on trembling legs in broad daylight. And least of all, the general, who hadn't cried since the war, expected to fall apart in front of his entire command. The confrontation came fast, like a crack of thunder across the parade ground. The general's disabled daughter, Lily, stood at the edge of the field in her braces, sunlight glinting off metal hinges, while a male cadet stepped forward without being ordered. The instructors froze. The cadets murmured. The general's jaw tightened. This was not protocol. This was not allowed. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. Cadet Aaron Hale felt the heat of the day press against his neck, as if the sky itself were holding its breath. He had asked permission once and been denied. He had asked again with a steadier voice, still denied. Now he stood there anyway, palms open, heart pounding so hard he worried others could hear it. He knew the risk. A single step out of line could end his future. But he also knew Lily's face, the way she smiled politely while hiding the ache of wanting to run, to stand tall without help, to be seen as more than fragile. Lily had been injured years ago, collateral damage in a roadside blast meant for her father. She had survived, but walking had become a negotiation with pain. Today she had come to watch the cadets train, a favor granted by the base. She expected nothing. She was wrong. Aaron remembered the nights after lights out, studying old rehab manuals, improvising exercises with broom handles and resistance bands, teaching himself patience. He wasn't a medic, he was just stubborn, and kind, and haunted by the idea that rules, when obeyed blindly, sometimes keep miracles locked away. The wind lifted dust across the field. A canteen rattled against a boot. Someone coughed. The general's eyes narrowed, calculating consequences. He raised a hand to stop it, but paused. Something in Aaron's posture wasn't defiance. It was care. "May I?" Aaron asked Lily softly. Her fingers trembled around her crutches. The braces felt heavier than usual. The crowd leaned in. She nodded. He didn't touch her at first. He showed her how to breathe, how to shift weight, how to trust the ground inch by inch. Time stretched. A bird cut across the blue sky. The murmurs quieted. Lily placed one foot forward, then the other. Her crutches stayed lifted, hovering like wings she wasn't sure she could fold. She thought she'd never do this without pain. She was wrong. When her knee wobbled, Aaron didn't rush. He counted under his breath. He spoke about balance, about small victories, about how progress hides in patience. Sweat ran down his spine. The general took a step forward, then stopped himself. His hands shook. Then it happened. Lily stood. Not long. Not perfectly. But she stood unsupported, sunlight filling the space where fear used to be. The crowd gasped as one. A neighbor from the housing row clapped without thinking. Someone else joined. The sound grew. The general's composure cracked. Years of command, medals, funerals, folded flags, none of it prepared him for this. Tears came fast and unguarded. He covered his mouth. He didn't care who saw. Soldiers moved instinctively, forming a loose ring, not to control but to protect the moment. Tools clinked as instructors set aside clipboards. The air felt lighter, like the field itself had exhaled. Lily lowered herself back into her braces, laughing through tears. Again, she whispered. Later consequences were discussed. Protocols reviewed, but no punishment came. The general spoke only once, his voice thick. "Some rules exist to keep us safe," he said. "And some are meant to be challenged by courage." Aaron stood at attention, unsure if his life had just begun or ended. The general walked over and embraced him. Because kindness doesn't vanish. It waits, and it finds its way back. And on a bright field under an open sky, a miracle learned how to stand. If this story moved you, share your thoughts below, subscribe for more human stories of courage, and stay kind. You never know who's watching, or who needs it next.